Hey everyone, welcome back to the Empowered Agent Podcast. I'm your host, Tristen Campanella. And on this podcast, we are unpacking actionable items to empower you in your life, in your real estate business, so that you have a business that you absolutely love and you're empowered and excited about it. So today we're going to go a little bit backwards and unpack database, because I'm going to tell you why. I am back in my database. And to be honest, when I was talking with my coach, I have not really been in my database for many years during the pandemic. Business was coming at me so fast that I couldn't keep up with it. And so I was just running full speed ahead. Now I'm having to come back to my database, and I'm going to be putting out a one of our podcast with Marky Lemons. And she talks about how important it is to add people to your database and make sure that you're nurturing them and you're building relationships so that you are constantly top of mind, so that you are constantly of value, of service, and you get to know people, right? This is a people business. And no matter what, whether you want to attract business to you or not, we still need to nurture those relationships. So we're going to unpack database over the next couple of episodes together. And today we're going to talk about where should you start with your database. So what is a database? A database simply is a place where you're keeping all of your information about people, such as birthdays, addresses, what they like to do, who their kids are, what their dogs are, that you get personal with people. And it's so important to take really great notes in your database. You need to write down, hey, has a dog, it's a lab, its dog's name is this, right? And you can find a lot of that on social media. We want to be adding people on social media. We want to be talking to people on social media. We want to be engaging with people on social media. So it's every single person and it doesn't have to, I've seen agents be successful with just a Google spreadsheet. I use a couple of different ones based on my clients, but I use Lion Desk. It's functional, it's inexpensive. And I've set it up in my systems to remind me to do different things. But the key is when you're adding people to your database, this is anybody who can refer you. So let me say that again. Anyone who can refer you should go into your database. So that's pretty much everyone, isn't it? So one thing I have real estate agents that I coach do is just brain dump. Literally write or type every single person go through your phone, make sure that you are adding everybody in that you know. And it's a great way to call people and be like, hey, you know what? I'm just finally getting organized and I really love staying in touch with you. Could you share with me your home address, your mailing address, your birthday? You can find that on Facebook. And then you want to go in and set your reminders for that. So if you want to use a system that is going to remind you, it's not going to be a Google sheet, because obviously that is no automation in there. When we want to be more productive, we have to systematize things. So we want to find a good contact relationship management or CRM that is going to remind you of things, and preferably a real estate based one. So there's Lion Desk, there's Follow Up Boss, there's Wise Agent. There's so many different ones out there for you to look at, but whatever one you choose, use it and stick with it. And it's going to be like, you have to nurture it. It's like a living thing that you want to do that. So again, it doesn't matter which CRM you're using, as long as you use it. And every day it should be open. You should be nurturing it. It should have tasks for you to do that you've set up for yourself. You need to spend some time building it out. It kind of sucks. I get it. But there's so many templates now and AI templates and things that you can just use as your own and kind of update it. Whether you want to you write it an email, you could use ChatGPT for that. You could use Jasper for that. There's so many, it's blowing my mind. There's so many different things for that. But you need a way to remember people's big moments, their birthdays, how often you spoke to somebody, how often should you be speaking to people? Those reminders. So when I log into my CRM, it basically tells me what I'm supposed to do for the day, who I need to follow up with, who's having a birthday coming up, who should I send a card to, who should I haven't talked to somebody in 60 days. It's time for a phone call. What did we talk about last time? Right. And so we'll unpack that in the next couple of episodes as well. So let's talk about how, once you have all these people, and you're going to put them in, you're going to categorize them. So there's a lot of different ways to categorize people. A common way is A, B, C. Your A clients are their top referrers, past clients, people that you're in high contact level with. B clients maybe occasionally refer you. You don't talk to as often. And C clients, they're just, kind of hanging out in there. You might talk to them once in a while. Maybe they're a long-term buyer, long-term seller. That's a great way to do it. For me, I have mine categorized as past clients, and my SOI, my sphere of influence, so that I know, okay, that's kind of how I have them categorized. So we're going to go through that. And I really, really want you to start categorizing your people, A, B, C, or however you want to do it. Make sure you're having their addresses, having their phone numbers. And then this is a great time to start our favorite questions, which is forward questions, right? This is how we can communicate with people and not sound weird or gross, right? We just call and ask and be genuinely interested in their life. That's so important. Please be interested in their life. If you find yourself nervous calling people, that is because you're in your own head and you're worried about how you look or what you're saying or what they're going to think about you. Change that script, flip that script, be more interested in that person than you are worried about yourself, and it will change your conversations. So forward questions: family, occupation, recreational dreams. How is the family doing? How is little Johnny? How is little, Judy? How's the dog? All of that stuff. Great. Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. How's work? Please try to know where they work, what they're doing. Have you changed jobs? Are you still at the same job? That's a great question. Take notes, write this down. Have you guys gone on any cool vacations lately, or are you planning one? Wonderful, right? That's getting into the recreation or dreams. The more you care about people and the deeper you can go, the more your business will thrive because of it, because people don't care about you until you care about them. And I'm going to say that one more time. People don't care about you until you care about them. Okay. So then right now we have put people in a database. We have categorized people in a database. Our next action item is to get their information by calling, texting, emailing, video scripting, so that you can update your database. And then the third one I want you to do is to set up reminders. So based on each stage of the person that is in your database, I want you to set up a reminder. So for my sphere of influence, it's an every 60-day touch. That's a text, phone call, or social media message. They also get monthly emails, but that's not this. I want you to set up those reminders. So sphere of influence, past clients, every 60 days, hot clients, hot buyers, hot sellers, once a week or every 2 weeks. So those are going to be your action items for today. Make sure that you are tuning in to this podcast, as I'm going to go into a 4-part database series. This is part 1. And make sure, if you want to talk about how to do this or get a little more information, book a complimentary one-on-one call with me. It's in the show notes. It's totally free. I absolutely love helping other realtors be successful and collaborating with you guys. If you want to find out what it's like to work with me at Real, reach out to me, text me, call me. And then finally, guys, if you like this, share it on social media and tag me in it. I hope you're making your day an absolutely wonderful one. And thank you guys so much for listening.